So this poem is for anybody that comes from a broken family and is one of the cycle breakers in your family. I honestly believe that all of my siblings and myself, there is 5 of us in total, I believe that all of us are cycle breakers. So that is so magical to watch healing happening on such a deep level for all of us in our own individual ways. So this is for anybody out there who might relate to this. Am I so afraid of my own fear that I cannot stop to see I am more than anxiety, more than self-criticizing? Despite the engravings on my heart my parents wrote in the language of broken secrets and misconduct, still I ask, am I doing it right this time? Then I stop to breathe a little compassion into the splatter that makes me human. This is me growing into deeper knowing, understanding it is not my fault, but it is my responsibility to stop disease in its tracks when I am the dish and my children are next. This is the extremity of falling so deeply into love, it ignites everything, even what is buried. But first, I begin questioning my sanity, giving myself any reason to believe I am wrong for anything I am feeling. Because the lingering dead pieces, hurts of my past, whisper not so sweet some things into my healing ears, gripping me in a moment of terror, saying I'm too fucked to be loved and nothing I do is enough. It knocks me off my feet when caution turns to dread, when a parasite is awakened into even momentary wondering, and I convince my mind I am not even safe from myself. This is the trap that was set before I was born, when my ancestors were confined to patterns of excessive anxiety, outcomes of trauma I never saw but remember somehow. When I recognize patterns in myself that were not put there by me, but planted long before my mirror of them was named Charisse. I am not bound to their fear. I am stepping out of line. I will not be next to carry out their lineage of despair. This is when I meet the end of the stairs and say I am not climbing a path to brokenness, leading my youth among jagged cliffs and impaling them because of phobias my mother needed to feel safe, and rage my father created because he could not face his own grief. I choose gentleness. I choose peace. I choose surrender. I cannot control everything, but I can control who I lay my hands upon and the intention I place in them. I can control the words I feed into mine and others' realities. So I take control of the thoughts I declare are outside of me, but still cutting me deeply, because I do not want my wounds to become my children's. And I forgive all my generations for placing their burdens onto my back. Because of them, I do not know all the damage that was done, nor the stories that they rewrote when they saw the buried hurts in their own growth and stubbornly said no. Thank you for listening. I just want to say that if you are one of the cycle breakers in your family, I just want to remind you, like I said in this poem, it is not your fault what you went through as a child. It is not your fault. And there is a big part of it that sucks, that we have to take responsibility for the traumas that we have been through, even though that was not our fault. We were not in control of that. As children, we were children. We were innocent. So what happened to you was not your fault. And it might feel huge to have to take responsibility for those traumas and to forgive the people who have abused you. Some people have been through things that I cannot even fathom, and I don't even know how I would go about forgiving those people. So I am not saying, like, come on, forgive. Like, I struggle to forgive even with the things that I've been through, and they do not even compare to some of the horrors that other people that I know have been through. If you have been so fucking traumatized by your life, and now you are in a place where you are doing the work, you are healing on a deep level, and all of this is coming up, I understand how overwhelming that can be. And I want to encourage you and say that you are doing amazing. Wherever you are at in your healing journey, you are doing enough. And I am so proud of you for breaking those cycles, for breaking those patterns that generations before you began. You are creating a lineage of healing. You are creating hand-me-downs of love instead of hand-me-downs of hate and more trauma and more pain. And I am so fucking proud of you. It's for anybody that needed to hear that today. Last night I was processing some intense traumas around physical abuse, domestic abuse that I have been through, and I was having a very intense PTSD episode while I was trying to work, and it was really messing with my head while I was trying to work, because I was like, no, I need to work, and Spirit just told me to stop, lay down, and breathe. And when I did that, everything just came flooding back, and I could just remember how he treated me and the people who have just hurt me over and over again in extremely traumatizing ways. And it was overwhelming as fuck. And I'm still dealing with some stuff today because I did so deeply face and process that. But you know what? It's fucking worth it to me. It's fucking worth it for me to face my shit and the shit that I've been through and allow myself to experience and give out deeper levels of forgiveness. And it starts with myself, forgiving myself for holding on for so long, or for repeating the behaviors that I was taught. Change is possible, and you are creating change. And I know it can be discouraging sometimes when you feel like you're sliding back, or like you're not actually creating changes, and it just looks like repetitive and things keep coming up. You are changing. You are changing so much more than you realize. And I want you to focus on that, and I want you to give yourself a hug, and I want you to look in that mirror and say, I am so goddamn proud of you, because I am here. I am proud of you for showing up. I am proud of you for loving on yourself to the best of your abilities and giving yourself kindness and compassion, because you fucking deserve that. I am so fucking proud of you. Alright? We're in this together. I also want to remind you, you are not alone. You are surrounded by love in so many levels you don't even understand. There are people in your life who love you more deeply than you can fathom. You are surrounded by your spirit guides, by angels, by your ancestors. Everybody is cheering you on. I am cheering you on. Maybe you don't even know me, and I'm fucking cheering you on. Consider me one of those that is surrounding you right now and wrapping you in a massive fucking hug. Just pure fucking love. I am cheering you on too, so you can count on that. I love you. I love you. And once again, I'm motherfucking proud of you, bitch. You got this shit. You got this. We got this. We're in this to fucking together. To fucking together. All right. I believe in you, and I hope that you have an amazing day. And if you're fucking going through it right now, I hope that it improves from the moment you turn off this video and switch on to the next, or have your little breakdown. I just want you to know you're doing amazing. Have an amazing day.